Oh my goodness. All right, guys, here we go. God almighty. Big fish, big fish. Got a fish. All right. Nice, nice, nice. Man, he knocked it. All right. Whew. Hey, good morning. My name's Norm, and today we're out here at Lake Garcia to catch some bass. Just caught this nice one right here on a weight bait. Beautiful little bass. And he came out of nowhere, right by some lily pads, and just choked it. Let me get my pliers on him real quick. Got a fish. What we got? All right. He's barely hooked. Come here, buddy. Caught a nice bass right here on a rattle trap, man. He just ate this thing right here. Let's go ahead and get it out of his mouth. Here we go. Nice fish. All right. Finding bass today has been a big challenge. And I tried to weight bait, the worm, top water, and I'm not getting a lot of luck in the shallow areas. So I'm going to the very deep water, around 10 to 14 feet. And what I'm doing, I'm taking this rattle trap right here on the edge of the grass line. And I'm basically just taking the grass, pulling it like that. And that's how I caught that bass. So I'm going to continue doing that same pattern right now. Let's go try to catch another big one. Got another one. All right. Let's see what we got. Oh man, I had two bass. No, I got two bass. Ah, check that out. Holy smokes. That out right there, guys. I got two bass with the same lure. So let's see how we can do this. Let's get the big one off first. All right, that's one. Got a little guy. There's the baby. Go. Here we go. Nice bass. Nice bass. Gotta take it easy though. Ah, he's barely hooked. Oh man. Ah, it's not that big. Thought he's bigger. Ooh, look at that. Man, he just came right off. Another nice little bass right here on a rattle trap. So I caught a lot of nice little bass in this canal right here on this edge with the rattle trap. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna run back north Garcia and go down to the lily pad flats and try to catch a bigger bass. All right, let's go. Oh my goodness. All right guys, here we go. God almighty. Big fish, big fish. Big fish. And he's not getting tired. Oh my goodness. Got him. Good gracious. Woo! I came out to the deep. Big old bass. Look what that rattle trap is right here. Gracious. That's a nice sized bass right there, guys. Woo, man, this guy is fat. All right. All right. Check that out. Beautiful, beautiful bass. Heavy. I mean, he is stout. So let's go ahead and let him go. Nice, nice fish. I'm out here in the deep, deep water, probably, I don't know, 15 feet out here in the pit, and fish around the edge. And that big old bass has knocked a mess out of it. So, man, all right, let's try another one.
You have two different routes to go with a boat. And one route is the, I guess you want to call it the East Canal right here. Let me blow this up. The East Canal goes along this side. Now this canal is very safe to navigate. Basically it's pretty deep water and no issues whatsoever. Now I took the South Canal back here. Now the South Canal is not the same story today. It's a lot of weeds growing in. The canal is actually blocked. So I would not go this route with a bass boat. So definitely take this East Canal if you have a bass boat. But if you have a mud boat or airboat, it will not be an issue whatsoever. Let's go ahead and track this. So the route that I took from the boat ramp, right here, coming out. And I went to this area right here. Now, I've been on this lake for about almost 20 years, so I know the water very well. And in this area, there's a lot of lily pads, and there's lily pads all around this flat, and they hold a lot of nice sized fish. Now, it is fall time, so I have not been to Lake Garcia in a few months, so I was trying to find a fish. So that's what I was trying to do here. So I spent about 2 hours in this flat right here. Let me blow it up some. And basically I just went up and down the lily pads, went to the other set of flats, And what I used for lures, I used a weight bait. I caught one bass and I lost a nice fish. And then I tried speed worms and topwater, and I didn't have a lot of luck. So the water temps were a little bit low. I didn't have the exact temps because I didn't have a fish finder, but I knew I can tell by the chill of the water it wasn't warm. So right now there's a fall transition going on, and the bass will move to deep water. So my thought was, let's go try deep water. So at that point, after spending about 2 hours here, I made a long run all the way to the Farm 13 canal. Blow this up here. All right. And what I did, I spent most of my time on this right canal right here. This is where the deep water is. So you're around 10 and 12 feet of water. Some spots are 14 feet, but around that 12 foot, around this edge right here. Now on this side is very shallow, okay, and there's stumps. So you don't want to run a bass boat on this side over here at all. So you want to make sure you stay on the right side of this canal all the way down till you get, if you decide to go all the way to the Farm 13 portion right here, you want to stay on this side of this canal, okay? But getting back to the canal here, I spent about an hour here and I caught several nice small bass, and I decided, you know what, I need to catch a big fish, right? I was going for that big bass. So I decided to go to back to the flat where I knew there was big fish. However, on the way there, coming back, I decided to go straight to the pit. My gut was just telling me, this is the area right here to stay focused in. Now the water depth here is pretty deep, and in this area there are hydrilla islands of hydrilla in the deep water. So I focused my attention with the rattle trap around those islands of hydrilla. The wind was pushing pretty strong, probably about 10, 15 knots, and I was fishing against, when the wind was pushing against the hydrilla, that's where I was throwing a rattle trap. And that big bass was located right on a corner of some hydrilla, and that guy just knocked it right out, man. This is such a great time catching those bass with a rattle trap. But hey, that's it for the lake breakdown. That was my thought. I was thinking about the fall transition for bass chasing bait fish, and it worked. You know, if I go back out tomorrow, I would focus on deep water. I would not go to the flats where I started. I will go to the pits, or I will stay in the canals in the deep water. That's where I'll put my attention with a rattle trap, or maybe even a crankbait if it doesn't get tangled up too much in the hydrilla. But that's what I would do tomorrow if I went back and started fishing again. So look, if you like the lake breakdown like this, give me a thumbs up in the video. It lets me know that I'm doing something right for you. I want to help you catch more fish, and that's my goal. But thank you so much for joining me, and I'll catch you on the next one.